Matter designated a whopping $8 million to an out-of-country grant. What? I thought this charity was about addressing police brutality in the United States. Apparently, to do that, you need to send $8 million to Toronto, Canada, to an organization named M4BJ. They purchased a $6.3 million, 10,000 square foot downtown property in Toronto. And I should also mention that M4BJ is run by Patrice's wife, Janaya Khan, because it is.
Yeah, so this is going to be a video we reacting to the whole Black Lives Matter. I've been knowing for a long, long time that these people were scamming and scheming, getting money off the masses and not really promoting the issues or political issues and Black issues in America at hand. It was all self-gain pretty much, and especially like who gonna listen to 3 alphabet community people or 4, how many ever it was, as leaders. And I'm gonna say that straight up. Like who really doing that? Like if it ain't a man leading, nah, we ain't in there. We ain't in there. We ain't for that. Back in our civil rights movement, we didn't have any dominant women like leading the group. They were mostly men. When we talk about MLK and Malcolm X, and so much more to come, right? That's what I'm naming off the top of my head. I ain't talked about the subject in so long, but like the signs were there that this was a bullshit ass movement.
She is the co-founder, believe it or not. And here's where it gets really interesting. Janaya Khan is gender non-conforming. These terms can be quite sensitive.
Confused,
so let me just use photos
to make it
illustrate
simple.
my point.
Confused.
Janaya used to look like this, and now she looks like this. And that information would be entirely irrelevant if it wasn't for the way that Patrisse Cullors saw it fit to spend the rest of Black Lives Matter's money. Ready for some BLM pride? Well, according to their IRS form, $200,000 went to the Transgender Justice Funding Project. Another $200,000 went to the Transgender United Fund. Another $200,000 went to the Transgendered Law Center. Another $200,000 went to Black Transgendered Media. Another $200,000 went to the Transgendered Variant and Intersex.
Sound familiar. Y'all remember Barack Obama? Hell, do you know the president now? Mr. Go Brandon?
Justice Project. Another $200K went to the Transgendered District. By the way, if you're wondering what that is, it's purportedly going to be the all transgender district. And I guess that's really, really important for Black America advancement in society, I guess, or whatever.
Like most of the Black people in the world are stunning with transgenderism. Like that's the
went to
prominent
the
of our
St.
issues.
James Infirmary. That organization, by the way, is for, according to their website, it's run by sex workers and is for them. Specifically, escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. It was actually the St. James Infirmary that created the Transgendered District. So that's just an organization within another organization, which, by the way, you see a lot of when you go through these documents. So yeah, going to be apparently great big things involving sex workers in the future for Black America. In continuation, the Center for Halstead received $200,000 from Black Lives Matter. They are Chicago's community center dedicated to securing the health and well-being of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, and queer people of Chicago. Similarly, we have the Audre Lorde Project, which received $200,000. And according to their website, they are a lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans, and gender non-conforming people of color community organizing center. Another $400,000 went to Transgender Advocates Knowledgeable Empowering, or TAKE, as it's known for shorts. The founder of that organization is a transgendered individual by the name of Darenicia Duncan Boyd.
So basically, all that money was given to Patrice's wife, and she's donating all this shit to all this trans shit, bro. This is crazy as fuck. This is crazy, bro. This shit pisses me off. This shit pisses me off. This is fucking blood money that Black Pain has donated to y'all to be
took advantage of their ass.
And what frustrates me the most is that the Black folks that need to hear this, they need to watch this. They're not gonna watch it. They're not gonna hear it. They're not trying to hear it because they hate.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I really think people are starting to pick up now. I don't know when he made this video. I can't tell. But I think people are starting to pick up now. I really think people are starting to see that this group wasn't what we thought it was. Especially now that we have the Shade Room and other blogs that's posting this stuff, because this honestly is a new information. This has been out for a while. Like, we knew that Sean King and a lot of other founders, people who promoting Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, that they were getting these $1 million homes and stuff like that years ago. Like, I was calling this stuff out on Facebook years ago. Had people deleting me off Facebook and stuff like that years ago, because you see it. It's not this stuff. It's not like, I'm sure Candace Owens can make it seem like she did a whole bunch of hard work to get this information, but I'm pretty sure it's right there in front of our faces. Like, had we done like some of the work she did, we could find it too. And I'm not to take away that she probably does have a few strings she can pull to get some information. Like, there probably is some information that we probably don't know in that little documentary that she's promoting. But for the most part, like, this stuff is, you do your research, you can find these things. It's just the problem with the community is the Black community, they don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know the truth until it's too late. And then it's on to the next, right? It's on to the next scam. It's on to the next scheme. And it's like, I really think these people, and I'm talking about the people that pull the strings, right? Like, they laugh at us sometimes. Just by how not dumb, because we're not dumb, but it's just illogical we can be. You know what I'm saying? So this people picking up on it. It's just gonna be another new thing that we not realizing. Might be this Kanye thing. Who knows?
Hate Candace Owens. The motherfuckers she needs to listen are not gonna listen. Bruh, I'm like, how? Damn, bruh. Damn, dog.
And I just want to sneak this in before we go on. I'm not really a big fan of Candace Owens like that. Far from liberal, far from blue, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't really consider myself a Republican. You know what I mean? I do grow in the conservative terms. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Texas, and I lean more on the conservative terms, a lot on the conservative terms. But I don't really get into politics deep like that. So, but I'm just saying that to say, when anybody is speaking facts, I listen. And I think everybody should take the time to do that. Like, if you add up the math of 2 + 2 = 4, don't matter who it's coming from, take the information.
Director of the Transgendered United Fund, which I mentioned earlier, which secured $200,000. So a total $600,000 of BLM money went to a transgendered woman named Darenicia Boyd, who is operating 2 charities. I found that piece to be very interesting. Here is Darenicia describing in a 2020 interview how they were able to use that money that was received to the organization to purchase more real estate.
We're opening up a new resource center here, and the resource center is almost 3 times as big as our last space that we was in. So we have lots of space and lots of rooms for our clients.
She got that deep Medea voice. Like, damn. I did not expect that shit.
Come in and enjoy.
Lord. Hold on.
So we have lots of space and lots as big as our last space that we was in. So we have lots of space and lots of rooms for
talking about Tyler Perry, brother. Damn.
our clients to come in and enjoy.
I noticed that real estate seems to be a common theme amongst these transgendered organizations. Remember, there's the first ever transgender district, and there are also a couple of houses that are named on their IRS documents. For example, an additional $200,000 was given to the House of Tulip. According to their website, House of Tulip provides zero barrier housing to trans and gender non-conforming people. But the one that really stood out as the most nonsensical is the $200,000 that went to the Griffin Gracie Retreat and Educational Center, known as House of Gigi for short. According to that website, they provide services and resources that positively impact the lives, history, and visibility of transgender, gender questioning, and gender non-conforming persons. They admit that they purchased a property in Little Rock, Arkansas back in 2019, and that property was supposed to serve as an oasis and a retreat for transgendered person. But they admit, also on the website, that they actually never held such a retreat. First, because their founder had a stroke and was recovering, and then it was COVID-19, so they still couldn't host a retreat. And despite having never hosted a retreat at this amazing oasis property that they purchased, in 2021, they announced that they purchased a second property next door to the first one. So, yeah. Now, all of the organizations that I just mentioned, none of them, not one, is up to date on filing a tax return with the IRS, which is required for charities, because charities, remember, they don't pay taxes. In other words, I'm not able to tell you how any of these transgendered organizations spent the money that BLM poured into their organizations during the 2020 and 2021 tax year. So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected 8.
Oh, that was it.
They can't listen to me. You trying to match that?
We're gonna cut out Sharp. We'll talk about him another day. But yeah, man. Line up your facts, line up your details, always do your research. And that's behind any movement, any like political stance, anything. Always line your facts up. And if you want to lean on the left, lean on the left. You want to lean on the right, lean on the right. But always have your facts behind you. Don't just emotionally go behind things. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what happened with the Black Lives Matters movement. When we see all these black people getting killed that are unarmed by police or unarmed by pedestrians for no reason and stuff like that, we feel this outrage and we feel this uproar. And I understand that. We come from a lineage of being dumped on and being not heard and stuff like that. Like, I understand it. I get it. I really do. Like, I get an outrage when I learn about the history and the pain that the people before me went through. When my dad sit me down and tell me the stories about how they first segregated in the city of Terrell, Texas, and they were fighting white boys every day. I feel that. I feel that outrage, that uproar within you. But you can't allow that to make you illogical, and you make illogical decisions, especially supporting a movement like that. Look at they pouring the money into. This is nothing you want to get behind. And the most obvious point factor was the actual leaders. Transgender women, come on, dog. But that's gonna be the end of this video. Shout out to Night Talk. Like I said, once again, video link in the description down below. Go check them out. Much love and peace. Yeah.